Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of Music Director Diaries. I am your host, DJ AA, and I'm actually here with a guest today, also from WIUP-FM, where we're going to be talking about our management position. So if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Matt Scholl. I am the production director of the WIUP-FM, and yeah, we're just going to sort of talk about all sorts of stuff.
Yes, so I'm the music director, which consists of a lot of things. So I can kind of tell you about my role there. So I have probably 7 to 10 staff that help me review music, and our week starts on usually Wednesdays or Thursdays, and those are our heavy ad days when promoters send us a bunch of music. So after they send those, then the staff just gets to reviewing all weekend, and we review those on a scale of low, medium, high, or reject. High meaning it stays in our music library for 3 weeks, and low is 1 week, medium 2 weeks, and rejects don't make it in at all. And it's really important that we always keep in mind the station sound and the brand when we're reviewing music instead of our own personal preference. So we do that, and then we like to have those done by Monday night. That way we can get them uploaded to the music directory on Tuesday morning. Because then Tuesday at 11 a.m., that's when our NACC charts are due. And that is when I report the top 30 songs from the week before that our DJ played from our rotations, and the top 10 ads of the last week that promoters sent us. So just the top 10 albums that we liked, that we got reviews. So do you want to talk about your position a little bit, what you do kind of?
Yeah, so first thing I'll talk about a little bit is something that's really related to yours. And you spoke a lot about the station's sound and working on developing that. Mm-hmm. Now we also, in my department, it's just me, I don't have a staff, but Dr. Stigler and I have discussed heavily the station's appearance and the station's sound. And we're working really hard right now to sort of figure out a way to create different liners and promos and all that type of stuff that can be cohesive. And so we can have that full solid, you hear our ad, you hear the jingle or whatever, and you're like, this is WIUP-FM, mm-hmm. and that coincides really greatly with the type of music that we play. And if we have a cohesive front in terms of the music that we play, the ads, and the promos, the station is going to feel really strong identity-wise. So that's something that Dr. Stigler and I are working really hard on right now, is sort of building the station's identity and creating it, keeping it stronger, and sort of harnessing the identity that you guys build in the music department. Mm-hmm. Now that's not all we do. I do a lot of the DJ's promos, and DJs have full creative control over that, so we get some really, really weird stuff. But it's a lot of fun because the DJs, it's what they want, and it's them expressing themselves throughout their show, and they get to name it whatever what they want. They get to create a whole identity based upon just their cool, weird ideas. And tying that into the whole identity of the station, with the music and with the ads, we can just wrap it up, mm-hmm. and create a really nice cohesive front for ourselves.
And for those for the listeners that don't know, Dr. Stigler is our faculty advisor.
Ah, yes.
He is also very heavily involved with the music staff. That man is a bullet. He gets his work done. Before I took this position in the beginning of this semester, he was doing it all by himself. Yeah. Every single part of the music staff he was doing as a one man, and now he has me and probably like I said earlier, 7 to 10 other people to help out now. But yeah, he helps us review music. He loves it, and when I started charting for the NACC, he was like, I kind of miss charting. I want to do it again. So he started doing jazz ads and the top 30 jazz songs, because he has that jazz show every weekend. But yeah, he's heavily involved. But I don't know about you, but whenever I first took this position, I had such a hard time getting staff involvement.
Oh my, yeah.
So hard.
No, I didn't have staff involvement because, like I said, I don't have a staff. There really isn't enough work to have a production crew. However, people tend to just not show up to meetings, and especially like with what I do, they were one-on-one meetings. They were meetings specifically to build that DJ's ad, and they just like wouldn't email me or wouldn't show up or anything like that. And that was really, really annoying after a while, just because I would just sit there for like half an hour and wait and hope that they would show up.
Right.
And then they wouldn't, and I'd send them an email, and they'd be like, oh, oops. And then we would never reschedule because I'd reach out and they just like wouldn't reply to me. Yeah, no, that's really difficult sometimes. There are some that's like really good about being involved, but some students just don't.
Yes. I would love to talk with you more about this if you would like to do a part 2 with me.
Absolutely.
So we'll record that part 2, and thank you guys so much for tuning in to this installment of Music Director Diaries. Thank you, Matt.
Absolutely.